Hello, my name is Joe, and I'm with Central Arkansas Library System here at the Nixon Library in Jacksonville. And today I am going to be reading to you a story. It's called Tiny T-Rex and the Very Dark Dark. This is a book by Jonathon Stutzman, illustrated by J. Fleck, and is published by Chronicle Kids and is available at the Nixon Library in Jacksonville. And I'm going to carry this book into one of our study rooms. That study room is a little too dark, a little scary, so we'll go in this one, which is still dark, but it's not as dark as the other one. And look at that, it's no longer dark at all. This is the outside of Tiny's family's house. See the welcome mat, hello, and a couple of little flowers in the window. And oh, look who it is. It's our friends Tiny and Pointy. Pointy says, you see, this is Pointy. Pointy says, Tiny, it will be dark soon. And Tiny, see how little Tiny is? Tiny T-Rex says, yes, Pointy, soon it will be very dark. Introducing the story of Tiny T-Rex and the Very Dark Dark. Look, it's our friends again. Tiny T-Rex and his friend Pointy, who's quite a bit bigger than Tiny. It is our first camp out in the backyard and we are nervous. We have never slept outside before. And you can see they're very nervous. They look pretty worried to me. We are mighty beasts. You see, they're both dinosaurs. They're dinosaurs. Tiny says, I am a Rex. I am a Rex. Pointy, and this is Pointy. Pointy is a Pointy. And Bob is my special squish. That is a big word right there, squish. But this is Bob, and Tiny calls him his special squish, but he looks to me like a teddy bear. But even mighty beasts get scared if we can't sleep with our nighty lights. This is Tiny's house, and you see, this is maybe his brother and sister, her brother and sister. And this is maybe another member of the family, another brother or sister. This is Tiny's mother up in her bedroom. And this is Tiny's dad. And it looks like he's down in the kitchen, maybe in the refrigerator or something. And up here, this is Tiny's bedroom. And there's little Tiny reading a book, surrounded by light. See, everybody's got light. And that's how it is on a normal night in Tiny's home. Lots of light, even though it's dark outside. And Tiny says, when I am inside the dark, doesn't seem so dark. But when I am outside, the dark is very dark. Outside, there are no nighty lights to turn on. And when there are no nighty lights, the grumbles and the zombies come out. Uh-oh. You see, he's surrounded by grumbles and zombies. They're in the trees, they're in the background, they're everywhere. But Tiny's mother says, there's always a light shining somewhere, Tiny, even in the dark. If you are brave and look hard enough, you will find it. But it is hard to be brave when you're scared of the crawly creeps. And it's hard to look for something when you have your eyes shut. Poor Tiny is surrounded by grumbles and zombies. Or at least he thinks he is. Pointy and I thought up a secret plan to be brave. When the very dark comes, we will be ready. First, we will build a hiding fort. See Tiny showing Pointy. He's standing on top of Pointy's head and showing Pointy how they're going to build their hiding fort. See those words? Hiding fort. And this is the blueprints. They call them blueprints for making a building, or in this case a fort, which looks a lot like a castle. Got a moat. You know what a moat is? It's the water that goes around the bottom of a castle. It's to protect the castle from invasion. And it's got a secret room, which looks like to me is underground, like a basement. Does your house have a basement? It might have a basement. This is their secret room. And then a shark in the moat. And here is Tiny showing Pointy how that they could hide down there in the basement and watch TV while they wait for the night to go away. The secret room and fort is to hide our snacks. And you see they've got lots of snacks there, lots of good stuff on that table to eat while they hide away from the dark and the grumbles and the zombies. So it's to hide our snacks and ourselves. Pointy hidden. And here you see Pointy, who is clearly a Stegosaurus, and he is helping Tiny take sticks and put them together. You see they got them together and put a blanket over it to make a fort that they can both hide in. But here's the thing, you see Tiny is hidden, we don't see him, but Pointy's points are sticking out above the fort, and also his tail is sticking out and his head is sticking out because he's a lot bigger than Tiny. And Pointy says, I don't feel hidden. Next, we will make special helmets to protect our brains from the grumbles and the zombies. And they try to use pots and pans, but it looks like Tiny's pot, or strainer, actually it looks like a pasta strainer, is way too big and covers his whole head, and Pointy's little teacup or strainer or pot or pan, whatever that is way too small to cover his head up, and he needs a bigger helmet. He says, I need a bigger helmet. The next part of the plan is the most important. We must hurry. We're running out of time. The crawly creeps are closing in. Tap, 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 tap. And it would appear that one of Tiny's family members is typing something, and that is what's really making that tapping noise. But Tiny and Pointy think that it's the crawly creeps doing all that tapping, and it's making them fearful, as you can see. But they are finding things in the house to use to build their fort. Uh-oh. Snore! I hear the grumbles. They're close. They are close. But actually, as you can see, it's just Tiny's dad asleep in the recliner. He's got his newspaper. Looks like he fell asleep reading. And he says, snore! So they're trying to run away out of the house fast, get away from that snoring and Tapping. They've got a whole box full of things they're carrying out with them here to put in their fort, which you'll see. Oh my goodness. What have we here? Crunch, crunch, crunch. Run, Pointy, the zombies are here. Nom, nom, nom. This is obviously Tiny's mom. See, his mother. You remember her from the other page. You see she's eating something there. Well, she's got cucumber slices over her eyes and a night mask on, and a face mask. And the two of them are running, as you can see, just as fast as they can to get back to their fort. And Tiny says, this is it. Our secret plan is almost ready. See, they've put these lights out. See all those lights? I think they got Christmas lights from in the house. And a couple of lamps. See, there's a lava lamp. Have you ever seen a lava lamp before? They used to be very popular a long time ago. And then you have a regular table lamp, which everybody has seen. And then we have Tiny here with his little bear squish, Bob. And Pointy is hanging lights so that they will have light in the darkness. Now, they say, now we will not be scared of the very dark because we have made a super bright nighty light. See, they used all those lights to make their own night light. Time to try it out. So Tiny is plugging it in, as you can see. Click. Oh, look! Look at all the lights. See all the lights. Oh no, what has happened now? Our plan did not work. The very dark has got us. It is bright all around them. But look, their eyes are closed. You see? Their eyes aren't open. So of course it's dark. And you remember what Tiny's mother told him about opening your eyes and looking. Tiny says, I'm scared. Pointy is scared. Bob is scared. We are all scared together. But maybe we can be brave together too. Brave enough to open our eyes, which they do. Look very, very hard. And there's the lights. Because their eyes are open, they're looking to see the lights. They're not hiding anymore. And they find some light because they opened their eyes and they looked for it. And that's it. Thank you for joining me for my reading of Tiny T-Rex and the Very Dark. I hope you've enjoyed watching as much as I've enjoyed reading it.